Hi guys, in this virtually tech video, you will learn how to resize a slides page as well as how to add a PDF activity as a background on your slides using the snipping tool. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do to resize your slides page is go to the File menu, select Page Setup at the bottom. And as you can see, currently the page setup is set up as a widescreen. And so the reason you might want to resize a page on your slide is to better fit the activity you're trying to add to it. So therefore, you must click on this drop-down menu and you want to go to Custom. And as you can see right now, the width is 10 inches by 5.63 inches. And if you want the slide to be in portrait, then you want to change the width to 8.5 and the height to 11 inches. And if you would like for it to be in landscape, then you would do the opposite. You would do 11 inches width and 8.5 inches height. So once you have changed your dimensions, you're going to click Apply. And as you can see, the size has changed to a regular letter size page. And so I have found a PDF activity that I would like to add to my slides for my students. And the way that I'm going to bring in this activity into my slide is going to be as a background. The reason you want to add it as a background is so that it will not move when students are working on it. So we're going to be using the Snip tool for this. And the way to find the Snip tool is you can go to your Start menu on your computer and scroll all the way to the bottom until you get to the letter S, and you select the Snip and Sketch tool. Or you can also do a quick search here in the search bar. Once you're there, you're going to click on New at the very top left corner. And it is going to open up the snip tool for you to use. As you can see, you have different options here. You can do a rectangular snip. You can do a free-form snip in case that you have to snip something that's an irregular shape. You can also do a window snip, which will allow you to take a snip of the whole window that you have currently open. Or you can take a full screen snip, which will allow you to capture your whole screen. For now, we're going to do just a regular rectangular snip since we are going to snip this activity here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the area that I want for my activity. And once I select it, you will see that it's going to open on my Snip and Sketch tool window. And once here, I am then going to click on the Save button in order to save it to my desktop. And it's going to save as a PNG. So now I'm going to click Save. And I'm going to go back to my slide. Once I'm in my slide, I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to click on Change Background. Then I'm going to click on Choose Image. And I'm going to browse and look for the image of the activity that I just saved. So here it is. I'm now going to bring it in and click Done. And now you see it fits perfectly into my slide. And you can also notice that you're not able to move it. And so this will help when your students are working on this activity. I can then bring in text boxes in each of these spaces to allow students to answer these math problems. I recommend that you make these text boxes colorful or give it a different color, because once I click outside of it, you will see that it disappears. So students will not be able to recognize that there's a text box in here for them to fill. So what you want to do is you want to give the outline of this text box color. In order to do that, you're going to go to the top menu and you're going to click on Border Color, which is this little pencil tool here. I can then choose a color for my text box. And I can also change the border width. I can make the lines of that text box a little bit thicker so that way students can see it better, and I can resize it. I can also choose a fill-in color so that it'll stand out a little bit more. That way students are able to see that they're going to have to work in this area. Once you have your text box the way you want it, you can then save yourself some time by copying and pasting this text box many times in order to fill in the rest of the spaces. So you can right click, copy, and then just paste, or you can use the shortcut Control C to copy, and then the shortcut Control V to continue pasting the same text box over and over. So once you have it, you can then fill in the empty spaces. Once you are done with your activity, if you would like to add a new slide after this one to add a different activity, you will see that the page size will remain the same for your new activity. And that is it. I hope that this helps you set up your Google Slides activities for your students.